Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Once again, it's Rosi and today I am bringing you 4 tips that you can start using right now to change your habits. These tips have been working for me wonderfully. I am currently changing from caffeinated coffee to decaf. It has been a really hard process because I am used to drink 4 cups of coffee a day. I am changing it for decaf. I've been doing it for 2 months now. It has been quite hard, but then it has been also quite productive. So that's why I'm sharing these tips today. And I want to clarify before starting these tips that changing your habit is different than creating a habit. Creating a habit is more related with creating a psychological status. The difference is that when you replace a habit or you change a habit, what you need to do is that you need to work on the new habit. I've been using this tip since I started my coffee intake journey, and it has worked wonderfully with me, mostly because I've realized it's more about how do I replace one activity for the other instead of how do I create this I want to do this kind of feeling. So if you work more on the challenges about how do I put this new habit in the place that this old habit is going to work easier for you. The first tip is recognize what do I want to change and why do I want to change it. And I think recognizing is really important because most of the time that we want to replace a habit or we want to change it is because this habit is affecting us emotionally or financially or psychologically or spiritually. So I think recognizing that I need to change this and I need to improve this is really important in order to move there. So recognizing that I need to change this and why do I need to change this is always going to give us the energy and the power to move forward to actually creating the action to change it. So start thinking about why do you want to change this habit and why do you want to change it, and be honest with you about it. You don't need to be honest with other people, but you need to be honest with yourself. So recognizing why you want to change it is super important. The second tip is called option and action. Option is related to realize which options you have to change your old habit. Is how can I replace it to? What options are out there that I can replace this thing to, because this thing is damaging me and I need to move forward to something better. So what can I do around this? And the second thing is action. How can I get there? How do I do this? How do I start integrate this new habit in order to either replace or make part of my lifestyle? So these two things are really important because the realization that you need to change also give you the idea of why can I change it for, and then it can also give you the guidance of how do I do it? How do I start going to the gym? How do I start watching documentaries? How do I start doing makeup every day to have a better blog? How do I start reading about this topic that is going to improve my life? And how do I start integrating that? One thing that I focus on really when it comes to improving habits, something that I like to recommend to my friends is that most of the time when we comes to creating habits, we try to forget that there is a certain feeling of satisfaction when we do things. Even when there are bad things, we're still having the satisfaction of doing them. So if you talk about good habits, you have satisfaction about going to the gym, you have satisfaction about reading, but also you have satisfaction about boozing, and you have satisfaction about sex, and you have satisfaction about eating junk food. So there are certain things that we need to manage around. So how do I manage this habit in order to incorporate it in a more healthy way? It doesn't mean that you need to kill the habit, because there needs to be a balance of salad and junk food. But the thing is, how do I integrate both sides in order to make my yin yang a little bit more equivalent and to make that more balanced kind of lifestyle? The key here is not to stop doing things. The key here is how to implement both things in order to make your lifestyle be a harmonized space. And I think most of the time when we talk about quitting habits, we tend to feel like I need to quit to this, I need to stop this. But actually the reality, not. You can have a little bit of good, a little bit of bad, and still having a good lifestyle. But the thing is how to integrate both sides in order for them to work together. And actually That's a really hard work to do. So in here we need to evaluate which actions we need to take for both sides to work, and then what things can I integrate in my lifestyle for it to work better. My third tip or third step is gradual intake. In gradual intake, I'm going to use it as a reference of everything with you. It can be if you want to improve your diet, if you want to start going to the gym, if you want to start reading, if you want to start practicing a sport. It's related to everything, because gradual intake is more related on how do I start practicing it little by little, in order to apply a huge amount of time on it and a huge effort of myself on it. It means that if you want to start going to the gym 1 hour 5 days a week, you can't start by going 1 hour 5 days a week, because it's psychologically proven that you are going to feel like you're exhausted the first week. So you better start by a small step. So you start going 10 minutes, 20 minutes to the gym for 1 month, and then on the second month you increase it to half an hour, and then you move to 1 hour, and then you move 1 hour twice a week, 1 hour 4 times a week, and then you can start going 1 hour 6 or 7 times a week. But the thing is, like, the more pressure you put on the habit, the harder it's going to be for you to include that habit into your lifestyle. So it's better to start little by little to doing this improvement, integrating the habit on your lifestyle. And let me tell you something, a little bit of improvement is better than not improvement at all. So I know we always have some people that is like, oh yeah, you're only going 10 minutes a day, or oh, you are only eating that, like you are not doing a lot of effort. And I know even the smallest thing can feel like a lot of effort for us. So don't stop around that and just start doing it little by little, and I'm assure you, you will get there. The last step or the last tip is super important and is called goals and rewards. And this one really can change your life, because it can change your mindset around working your lives towards reaching goals. For me, it has worked also wonderfully. Not now, but before, I used to be the kind of person that didn't finish my goals actually. So I didn't care too much if I finished my plans or not. I was more moving from a thing to another. I'm also a Sagittarius, side note. That seems to be a common behavior in our sign for people who believes in astrology. Sorry if you don't. But yeah, I was the kind of person that didn't treat myself in that way, in a better way. So now I do. I have learning actually how to reward myself, either it's with a trip, either is with a nice meal in a nice restaurant that I like, either is with shopping, either is with something that an asset that I'm getting. The thing is, like, we need to start understanding how to reward ourselves in a healthy way, and then how to apply this rewarding system around our goals. So once we start doing it, I will assure you, you will get always there, because you just want to be rewarded all the time. It's really tricky for your mindset, but also really works if you start applying it in a healthy way. So I really recommend it. So going back to the start, 4 tips to change your habit. First one is, what do you want to change and why? The second one is options and actions. Third one is gradual intake, and fourth one is goals and reward. I hope you guys remember this, and I hope you guys apply it for a better lifestyle. These have been my 4 steps to changing your habits. If you guys have any feedback, any comment, let me know in the box down below. Remember to step on my website rosirose.com for lifestyle, business, or aesthetics, and see you guys on my next video.